Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Well, we know Anthony Davis is a monster around the rim, but he's looking to expand his...
Oh, no doubt about that, Allie. Thank you. So here's the Clippers starting group. Patrick Beverley out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Batum in at the four-man position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and KCP, they're the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And after a long offseason, both teams sure would like to kick things off with a win, Doris.
Well, the standings now matter, and wins and losses now could have an effect on playoff positioning down the stretch. A hot start can make all the difference, building momentum to what each team hopes is a great year.
Now George, and the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Wood. Booker finds George. Up and in on the layup.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George and pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here is James. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
George, no good. And here are the Lakers. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And so here are the Clippers, following the score by the Lakers. Booker can't get it to go. And here's Leonard. Here's James on the wing. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And it's the Clippers on the break. Booker for three. Drills it from deep.
You have to be able to think quickly and make great decisions. And in the catch and shoot, Devin Booker doing work. You know, I think most people consider Paul George to be an LA guy. But actually, he grew up in a very small town, Palmdale. It's a little bit north. Fishing, city fairs, time in the gym. Those were the big aspects of his upbringing.
George passes to Wood. Booker with it. Pass to George. Beverley outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Booker. That one off the back iron and out. Doris, growing up in Palmdale, Paul George may be overlooked as a high schooler.
Yeah, no doubt, because he was outside the bright lights of the big city. And to this day, he wants to make sure his community isn't left behind. He goes back, he organizes fishing tournaments, fundraisers to refurbish parks and gyms, and bringing after-school programming to Palmdale. I love it.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Now, here is James. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Beverley outside. Out to Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to James. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Good.
And of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
Here's Wood. Now here's George.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Leonard for three. And the Lakers get it back. Davis, the pass to Drummond. And stolen by Wood. James brings the double team. It's George on the wing. And there's the drive. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Here's James. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Count it.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 9, struggling so far. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The three, George nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Wood grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Wood with the screen.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Booker with it. Wood outside. Three-pointer. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. The Lakers have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Outside for Davis. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. That shot off. The Clippers trail. Now Beverly. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Kennard, left side. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Kuzma. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Morris.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to McGee. Back to Jackson. Kennard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one. Now here's Schroeder. Nice move. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Clippers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to McGee. Got a hand on it.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
Ibaka against Harrell. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka. Here's Morris. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. That one drops. He ties it up. The Lakers have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Schroeder with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. Shakes him. And Schroeder lays it in. Schroeder's got his second basket on the night.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
McGee a screen. Morris outside. Tries again. Ibaka. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's the three. Rebound by the Clippers.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Morris. Hits the trifecta. And it's a three-point Clipper lead.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Jacks up a three. That shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a 45% clip from the floor. There's Jackson with the three. McGee passes to Ibaka. Gets the three ball to go. Ibaka's got 5 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Schroeder.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pass to McGee. With the drive. And that one, good. He's got 5.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Schroeder against Jackson. And here is Harrell. No good! Had a chance to end the run there. Morris finds Jackson.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And catching up with Luke Kennard earlier, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, it's a physical game, obviously, but a lot of it is mental. So just making sure you're thinking while you're out there is one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
And it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It really does, and this is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there. And that's
my!
Right there.
Wow!
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
The Clippers in the lead. Beverly outside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
George outside. No good on the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Leonard for three. No, he's made three, missed two now. The Clippers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip.
Well, you get the sense in this league that there are some star players who enjoy and embrace the spotlight. For Kawhi Leonard, you don't get the sense fame is his goal. This guy's out there trying to be the absolute best he can be and maximize his basketball abilities.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Well, you know, Kawhi never seems to be worried about popularity, Doris. Just boilerplate quotes. He's not trying to be catchy.
It boils down to two things for Kawhi Leonard. He wants to put in the work, and he wants to win. And while he fulfills his media roles, you better be on point with your questions because this guy suffers no fools.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Just 2 to shoot.
Their three-point attack hasn't been as effective as it was in the first quarter. It's kept them from padding the lead.
Knocks it loose. Beverly with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. That one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. To the paint. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Drummond against George. Knocked away. Here's Batum. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Back to Davis. Soft touch off the glass. Now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And here's Booker. James with the ball. Pass to Drummond. Back to James. Charity stripe shot. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 0 for 6 in the second. Not looking good. George outside. Here's Batum. Going inside. Back to Wood. Oh, Drummond with a block. Leonard on the wing. Beverly defending. Pass to Drummond. It's James on the wing. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists in the game. Well, Grant, you won 2 titles at Duke. Now, there used to be a sense that Duke players didn't translate to the NBA, but you helped change all that, and that's certainly not the case anymore.
You know, B.A., it is incredible to see the amount of players in today's game who've come from Duke and are doing fantastic. I mean, I think it really started with Kyrie Irving as the first pick in the draft in 2011. And in the last 10 years, the number of players who've come in and made an impact right away, players like Jason Tatum, last year's most improved Brandon Ingram, of course, Zion Williamson, everyone's favorite rookie from last year. So there's a lot of talent in the NBA, and Duke is certainly well represented. It's fun to see.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
James against Booker. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Leonard on the wing. 9 points in the game. Puts the move on. Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
I mean, do you think a little or even a big bump is stopping LeBron? His determination is part of what makes him a future Hall of Famer.
George passes to Booker. Down low. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Now George. He's got 7. Here's Batum. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. McGee, he's checked in for Wood. Morris comes in for Paul George. Kennard, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Jackson in for Beverly. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Horton Tucker. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now here's Kennard. He's got 5. That shot off the mark. And it's the Lakers the other way. Left side Schroeder. Here's Kuzma. Banked it in off the glass.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Clippers trail. Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Ooh, Harrell with the denial. Morris against Kuzma. Right side Schroeder. Pass to Davis. Out to Schroeder. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Morris. Well, the Clippers shooting just 27% in the second quarter. McGee a screen. On the attack, Morris. Another shot. And the bucket is good from McGee in deep. McGee's got 7 points.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Schroeder. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. And here's Jackson. He takes it in. And it's good for 2. Jackson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Horton Tucker. And the Lakers get it back. Davis drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
There's just been so many years of production from Serge Ibaka. He has been a double-digit scorer for almost his entire career, and surprisingly, has never made an all-star team. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Pass to McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Ibaka, a player you're surprised never got an All-Star invite.
B.A., I'm shocked. He's been on the cusp several times, but never got there. Regardless, he's always been central to a team's success. Hard to replace a guy in your lineup who gives you so much like Ibaka.
Pass to Jackson, and it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. "52 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. Jackson with it. Harrell picks him up, and there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Schroeder against Jackson. The 11-footer. But they recover it.
Well, a little bit of a comfort zone for Dennis Schroeder. He just needs just a touch of separation, and he's ready to fire.
Pass to McGee. Jackson outside. Morris with it, defended by Kuzma. Schroeder against Morris. McGee passes to Kennard. Off target from outside. Here's Horton Tucker. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he brought the defense, secured 4 steals over the course of the game.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The Lakers' first quarter could have gone much better. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8 points in the period. They did not come out of their warm-ups with their A game. They came out in the second quarter with a lot more energy and with some nice offensive stretches, and were able to even things up before the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
LeBron and KCP, they're the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the Laker 5.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Outside Booker. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 40% so far in this one. Pass to Wood. Back to Beverly. Outside Booker. Now here's Wood. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Wood's got 6.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
James passes to Davis. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And slam dunk by James.
He'll take it to the rack every chance if you let him. In attack mode here down the stretch.
Here's Beverly looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Wood. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 14.
LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Boy, when you think about Andre Drummond, you think in historically great rebounder. I mean, guys, over the last half-decade, the guy leads the league in double-doubles. Year in, year out, the top individual rebounder in the game.
And how about this, Doris? For his career, Andre Drummond with more rebounds per game than the great Dennis Rodman.
Just think about that, B.A., the guy most associated with that skill, and it comes so naturally to Andre. What a remarkable athlete.
Well, Grant, the game's tempo seems to increase each year. You think there's a point at which it'll snap back to the other direction?
You know, B.A., that's a great point. I mean, I think back to the 90s when I played, and the game was at a snail's pace. It was a grinded-out defensive battle, and slowly over the years, the tempo has picked up. As you said, each and every year it's increased. But I do think at some point, the pendulum will swing back, and we'll get back to a little bit more a little bit less pace in terms of how the game is played. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting close. The game constantly evolves in some form or fashion, and I believe that we'll kind of get back to maybe a little bit more of a slower pace at some point in the future.
Yeah, the kind of game we see in the playoffs.
Exactly.
It's Booker on the wing. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's James, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Beverly, the pass to Wood. Right wing. Here's Batum, checked by Davis. They get it back. Oh, rejected by Drummond. And he's able to get it back. George for 3. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
James passes to Davis. Out to Leonard. From outside the arc. And Davis slams it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
George with the bucket.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
James with the ball. Guarded now by Wood. Out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 6th assist of the night. The Clippers trail. Beverly outside. Pass to George. Now Wood. Here's Batum. Checked by Davis. Inside. 5 on the clock. Beverly. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LeBron James.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverly is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's James, and it's James with the jam.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Wood finds George. For three, Booker. They grab their own miss.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And the basket by Leonard.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Harrell's checked in for Drummond. And a switch here also for the Clippers. McGee, he's checked in for Wood.
Boy, when you consider the dominance of Kawhi Leonard, certainly physicality is part of it. Long arms, huge hands, broad shoulders, incredible strength. He seems to have a body built for this game.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Doris, how about Kawhi Leonard? 6'7", 7'3" wingspan, and a +8 in that regard.
All of those things, B.A., contribute to this guy when he puts his mind to it, being perhaps the hardest guy to score against in the league. You combine that with what he's become on the offensive end, an elite three-tier scorer. This guy is as good as it gets right now.
The Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. The Clippers have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Booker with it. He has 6.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Poke loose. Oh, George with a steal.
Oh, you have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Davis, guarded by Morris, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
An emphatic rejection. You got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Davis finds Harrell. Here's Caldwell Pope. Now Leonard, guarded by Morris. Clock at 6. Leonard passes to Davis. Shoots over Ibaka. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to George. That one doesn't drop. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
James against Morris. It's James on the wing. 18 points for him. 4 on the clock. Over Morris. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, the Clippers shooting only 39% so far in the game. Pass to Booker. Stolen by Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope to the inside. Harrell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frame suggests. Hold on.
Well, Grant, I'm more of a paint-by-numbers guy, but among your interest is real art. What sparked your interest in that area?
BA, my parents were collectors. Obviously, I started to collect in college, and then when my budget changed when I became an NBA ball player, I was able to enhance my collection. But it's been great, and one of the sort of outside-the-box hobbies that I've enjoyed. And when you look at the NBA now, there's plenty of athletes doing things that are sort of outside the box. So it's so gratifying to watch these young men continue to pursue interest outside of the game of basketball.
The Grant Gallery coming soon to you.
Ah, I like that.
And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That'll be a second foul of the game. .149 left to play in the third. Pass to Horton Tucker. McGee with a steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Jackson outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jackson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Jackson against Schroeder. Here's Horton Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Kennard outside. That's tipped. Kuzma with the ball. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Schroeder against McGee. Pass to Gasol. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Let's remember, in Marc Gasol, we have got a guy who has worked hard on both his body and his game. We are talking about a former Defensive Player of the Year here.
Now Jackson. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers ahead. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Clippers shooting only 39% so far in the game. And so in the game for the Clippers, Devin Booker out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Batum in at the 4.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Davis misses. So it's the Clippers now. It's a 13-point game. Drummond against Wood. And he banks in the layup.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Kuzma outside. This one for 3. They get the rebound. And the jam by Drummond.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kuzma, and LeBron subbed in for Schroeder.
You know, it's so interesting with perimeter play taking on such importance. It becomes a new challenge for those playing the pivot position. Andre Drummond, for example, right? A two-time All-Star, but is his long-term value at all diminished?
Count that bucket.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
Now, here is James. Pass to Drummond. Over Wood. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Doris, for Drummond in Detroit, only 1 year above 500. How can he impact winning at a greater level, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you've seen Andre Drummond try to grow his game on the offensive end of the floor. Remember, there was a season that they ran the ball through him at the high post, trying to take advantage of his passing skills, the feel he has. We know it's primarily going to be with his rebounding and his defense, but he's tried to grow offensively.
For 3, George. James with the rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Well, 6'8" and 200, who knows how many pounds, but the King, one of the most apropos nicknames in sport.
The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. George outside. Pass to Batum. And here's Booker. Knocks down the long J.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
James passes to Drummond. To the paint. And stolen by Wood. Left side Booker. From downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got 8 rebounds in the game. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Leonard for 3. Nails it from 3. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Wood against Drummond. Out to the right wing. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. James passes to Davis. Now here's Drummond. Some solid D from Wood. Beverly against Davis. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. The Lakers shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Out to Leonard. Pass to Caldwell Pope. The 3. Here's Davis. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 17. Oh my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
And slam dunk by James.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Booker. Wood with the screen. Now Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. Here's Beverly. James with the block.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
Leonard finds Davis. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Wood, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Here's James.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Punch it home. Nice.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Beverly, the pass to Booker. Boy, Grant, the situation in the league last year forced a lot of players into some tough decisions.
There really were a lot of tough decisions. First and foremost, you had the NBA bubble. People were concerned about the health and safety of players, and would that be compromised? And some players decided and opted out of returning back to the bubble. And then, of course, you always have injuries, and that's always a problem. Players had to decide whether to come back, how long, should you wait till next year. These are tough decisions I know personally I went through many times, many years ago with regards to my injuries. And you know what? Players today are still having to make those tough decisions in the game.
Here's James. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And Beverly gets it to go.
Well, Patrick Beverly has turned himself into a reliable three-point shooter. Nice delivery.
James outside. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Beverly defending. And Drummond with the jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And here's Beverly. Outside Booker. It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
The Lakers on D. 22 was their biggest lead. It's stolen by Drummond.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
That free throw, good from Davis. Well, Grant, what do you think about the NBA lottery and how it affects teams moving forward? Teams that have terrible seasons the year prior.
Yeah, B.A., it's so important for teams to have a chance to establish a foundation, to draft players who have a lot of runway in front of them and can be a part of that team's future for many, many years. You only get better a few ways: through free agency, through trades, and through the NBA draft lottery. And so if you're not a good team, chances are you're not going to sign a good player and you're not going to be able to trade for a good player. So the best way is through the NBA draft. Give yourself some time as an organization and hope over the long haul you have a chance for great success.
Down low. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
George against Leonard. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
No one covering. Davis has got 17 points here in the second half.
And yeah, for AD tonight, it's really been a common theme. Just no one out there has been able to match his incredible energy.
Booker, the pass to Wood. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And I'll tell you what, with his polished guard-like skills, Davis does damage on those dribble drives.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. The Clippers shooting 41% in this game. George outside. Driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 20 points.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
And it's James with the jam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single day.
Oh, okay then.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And there's James from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. James has got 31.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Leonard against George. Over Leonard. The Lakers with a rebound. Here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. From deep. No good.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kawhi, is it fair to say that the defense really set the tone for your team tonight?
For sure. That's what we're trying to build up to, being a great defensive team. And we just want to keep our energy at the start of the game.
So many times, great defense leads to great offense. That's what we saw tonight. Thanks, Kawhi.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.